Okay, let's talk about MES4. So if you consider the different operations in a factory, the bottom one will be the signals. Your sensor switches, limit switches, proximity sensors, actuators, everywhere will be in this layer. For example, cylinder arrived or not, sensor on or off, motor run. Then next is this is called a PLC. That means controller cell. So PLC will read these signals, and there is a program inside the PLC, right? Okay. Then the next section will be SCADA or MES4. SCADA or MES4. So the SCADA or MES4 will check the PLC, whatever information from the PLC, and then through the HMI, it will display to the operator. MES means manufacturing execution system, where we can control the production orders. We can observe the each and every current situation of station, which station finished, which station running, waiting, everything will be displayed. Then finally, we have the ERP system. This is the top layer. So this is the top layer. ERP systems such as SAP, customer order, inventory, purchase, production planning, everything will be handled in this ERP section. So this ERP will send information to the MES4, right? And MES4 will send information to the PLC. So this production control system MES4 is based on Microsoft Access Database. User interface is .NET Framework. Every station, we can start the order and finish the order. Using SQL, database can read or correct. Manual workstations operating instructions anytime we can change. So the complete production process we can monitoring using this MES system. Next, I'm going to explain the main window, this MES4. So when you open the main window, where you can see different options. So the top bar is called a menu bar. on the top, you can see the menu bar. This is what is called a menu bar. This is the main menu. Here, basically we have 5 parts here. One is production control, and order management. Then order management. In this order management, we can create a new production order. We can see the existing order, start, stop, complete, etc. Then we have quality management. Here we can check the efficiency, and also we can see the report, completed orders report. The details related to the quality will be here. Then we have another option called a master data. Okay. Here we can add new parts, right? New stations, new work process, and also we can edit the existing informations. Then we have number 5. So in the status bar, here we can see who is currently logging this software, special operator, right? And what is the current status of the software? Sometimes it will, sometimes this will show database connection or system ready, etc. Then this is our, for example, this is our main work area. All the information will be showing here. So normally the process will be like this. Go to order management. Here we can create a new order, right? And then after that, go to production control. Okay. Then check the status of each and every resources. And then check messages. and check the quality management, the efficiency, as well as production report efficiency, everything you need to check. Then go to master data. We can add new product, new part, or configure new station, etc. This is the main window of the MES4 software. So production control. So production control means, for example, in a factory, how production is going on, right? So we can real time monitor what is happening in the factory, in the company, real time. Here we have three subsections, right? In the production control, we have three subsections: buffer, utilities, and resources. Buffer, utilities, and resources. Buffer means temporary workpiece or pallet, box, etc. The storage area where we will store all those things is what is called buffer. So the storage area where storing temporary workpiece, pallet or box is what is called a buffer. So utilities means in order to do the production, we need some uh, extra equipments, right? Not equipments, extra devices, right? So that is what is called utilities. So in our case, box. Okay. So box is a utility, carrier is a utility, and pallet is a utility. So 27 PCB box, 28 cover box, and 30 tank box. So these are utilities. So MES4, know that. Okay. So where is the pallet? Okay. So which carrier is currently using? Okay. For example, if you consider a box, how many products are there? Then we have resources. The third one will be resources. So to do the production, we need extra devices, right? So that is what is called utilities. So resources means, okay, what are the machines? What are the machines or what are the equipments to do the production involved in the production process is what is called resources. For example, this Robotino. Robotino is a resource. Okay. Then different islands, right? Different, for example, this one. Okay. This station. This station MSRS manual storage 20 is a station. ASRS 32 is a station. Robot assembly station is a resource. Okay, camera station is a resource. Magazine is a resource station. Okay, pick by light is a station. Pressing station is a resource. Okay, so every resource is having a unique ID starting from C. Here in this case, we have 13 resources. So every resource is having a uh, unique ID, and it shows the current status of that particular station. For example, is the station ready or not? Okay, or if the station is running or not, busy, waiting, or any error. Okay, offline, etc. So if you check this, you can see which machine is working, okay, which machine is having issues. You will be able to identify it very effectively. Okay, let's see what is a buffer window. Okay. So go to production control. So go to production control, click buffer. So it will open the buffer window. Okay, so when you open this here, buffer position is showing, right? So buffer position 1 to 32. Okay, so for example, buffer position 1. Okay, what is the description? Then buffer position 2, what is it? Palette. Buffer position 3, etc. So every row is representing buffer position. So in this case, you can see the buffer number. You can see the buffer number. Say for example, position 1, 2, 3, etc. Then part number. Okay, so what is the number? Part number. So for example, 25, 21, 35, etc. Then there is a small description. So after that, there is a small description, right? So small description means what is the name of the part, right? So it's a palette, right? Nothing palette. So robot assembly station. Okay, then coming to manual storage. So this manual storage is having 20 boxes, right? So what is the name of the part, right? Then we have order number, right? So if order number is zero, that means if order number is zero, that means that part there is no production. There is no production order. Okay. If the order number is zero, this means that there is no order for that part. So for example, this is a pallet, right? No order. Then we have OPOS. OPOS means the location of the part in that particular order. Then timestamp. Timestamp represents finally what time the buffer changed in 2025. So for example, what time Robotino placed the part, or what time conveyor took the part. Then we have pallet ID. Pallet ID means which pallet is using, right? Is it pallet number 3? So which pallet is using? Then box ID. That means which box. And then finally, And then finally, you can see the image that represents the image of that particular part in MES form. Okay. Next, how we can change this buffer. Okay, so for example, we have this buffer position, right click. Okay, go to right click and edit. So if you right click, you can change the buffer position. So in the edit window, you have the position, right? And also the part. Okay, so for example, in this case, this is a PCB box, right? So for example, right now, this is storage, right? So right click, edit. Now this is position one, and this is what is this? This is a PCB box, right? This is number 27, and this is a PCB box. So clear. So if there is an order, if you click order details, it will show production order associated with this buffer position. For example, order number, customer due date, status. Utility details means it will show details related to the pallet. So for example, pallet ID, carrier box details. And then after that, save the buffer status. So we have two options. One is load and save. So load means previously saved buffer status we can open, and save means we can save the existing buffer status. So MES4, this will store in XML format. So the buffer status is stored in an XML format. Then coming to the utilities window. So utilities window is dealing with box, carrier, and pallet. So go to the production control, and then after that, go to production control, and then go to utilities. So in this window, it will shows what is the current status of each and every utility: box, pallet, carrier. So in the left side, you can see utility types. Okay, so the utility types will be here you can see box, carrier, pallet. Okay, so every utility, for example, in this case, box, so this on every utility, so the following informations will be displayed. So for example, ID, okay, ID, then order number, okay, so then or position, the position in that particular order, then part number, right? So for example, in this case, let me take one example. Okay, I will take pallet. And part number, and finally the image, right? And also the resource. So for example, in pallet or box, having more than one positions, it will show here. Position 1 base plate, position 2 cover, position 3 empty. If you right click on utility, so for example, if you right click on utility, okay, its menu will open, having four options. Okay, so for example, if you want to open a utility, just right click it, right? So for example, in this case, right click, you have four options: clear, fill, edit, order details. Clear means you can clear that utility. Then fill means you can add new part into that utility so that you can select. mm, So for example, in this case, box, let me take this one box, right click, uh, edit is not working. Edit. Nothing, try and define source pack. Once select the correct option and press OK. If you want to change the, so for example, this is carrier number one. Okay, so we can change the by clicking this edit option or type utility settings, etc. So using fill window, we can select box or palette. Any part can select. So next is the resources window. Go to production control resources. Go to production control resources. In this window, where we can see the what is the current status of each and every resource. So resource means for the production, what are the machines, robots, stations involved. Okay, for example, filling station, packaging station, ASRS, automatic storage and retrieval system, in or out station, unpacking station, recycling station, transport station, etc. In this example, where we can see this one packaging ASRS, in, out, unpacking, recycling, transport. So the different machines used in this production system, production line is what is called a station. Okay, so when you open this resource, where you can see the first column will be picture. The picture is And then the second column will be ID. So ID means every resource. Every resource is having a unique number. So for example, resource 1, resource 2, 3, 4, etc. Then what is the name of the resource? Okay, so for example, robot in CNC packaging. The third column will be what is the name of that particular resource. For example, this is pressing station, MSRS20. Okay, so log MR mobile robot 11, mobile robot 12. Then this is ASRS32. This is robot assembly station, camera station, magazine station, pick by light station, etc. Then the next one will be the MES mode. Okay, so in this MES mode, okay, this is showing whether that system is controlling using this MES mode. If this is in green color, that means MES is controlling. If it is red, means there is no MES control. See, now it is showing red color, right? So red means there is no MES control. Then the next column will be automatic mode, whether the machine is in automatic mode or not. If it is in green color, that means it's fully automatic. Gray means not automatic. Then the next one will be manual mode. This will be showing whether the machine is in manual mode. So green color represents manual mode. Gray means not manual. So for example, when we use teach content to run the robot, it will be shown in green. Then we have another column called a busy. So busy means if the machine is running, okay, yellow color will show busy. Yellow if the resource is busy. Otherwise, gray color. Gray means idle. For example, CNC is doing machining. It will show yellow color. Then we have another option called a reset. It will check whether the machine is in a reset mode or not. Okay, if the color is yellow, then it will be in reset mode. Reset is happening. Then we have error L0, error L1, and error L2. So error L0 means this error L0 means level 0 error. Okay, error L1 means level 1 error. Then the third one will be level 2 error. Then every resource there is a unique IP address. Okay, so here we can see 172 dot. Okay, and the last one will be connected. Okay, so what is the meaning of this connected? So this resource is connected with the MES or not. If the color is green, that means connected with the resource is connected with the MES application or MES PC. If it is red, that means there is no connection. Okay. For example, if you right click, there is an option called open web page. If you right click a resource, you can open web page. So using that web page, you will get information about that particular resource. Okay, manual, diagnostics, web interface, etc. See, please remember, not all the resources having web page. Okay, so for example, if I'm taking this robot assembly station open web page. For example, if your Robotino is connected, it will shown in green color. Okay, if the CNC is in automatic mode, green color. If the magazine station is busy, it will show in yellow color. If the Mitsubishi robot is having RL1, it will shown in red color. Okay, so if you when you see this based on this color, based on this visual representation, we can understand that okay, that station is having some issues. Okay, that station is not connected or not. Next is order management window. So in MES4, how we can create production order, how we can check the production order, how we can change it, how we can see the relevant informations. So order management means in a factory, So we can control the complete production orders in a factory is what is called a order management. And it is having 5 main sections: current order, planned order, new customer order, new production order, finished order. Current order. So go to order management. So go to order management, current order. Here you can see the current order right now is operating, and every order is having order number, customer details, customer name, planned start, and start. Every order is having more than one or more order positions. Order position means one order. We will divide one order into multiple positions. Okay, so for example, 1056, and say position 1 will be, say, magazine station. Position 2 will be Robotino. Position 3 will be CNC. Position 4 will be assembly. Position 5 will be inspection, like that. So every order is having divided into multiple sections. Then we coming to the status. Okay, order status. Okay, if it is showing PEND means pending. Order is not started. So idle means waiting. Busy means production is going on. Error means some error was happened. So in MES4, there is a color coding actually. So the specialty of color coding is that if the color coding is yellow, that means order is now working. So lime green represents resource is busy. So blue means completed. White means order not started. So we can right click the order, and we can disable the order. So for example, in this case, just right click this order. As I have mentioned, every order is having multiple sections, right? So that multiple sections is what is called positions, order position. So for example, if 5 position will combine together to form one particular order. Okay, if you want to disable one order, just right click. Okay, and then you can click this disable order option. So if you click this disable order, what will happen? It will move the current order from here to the planned order. Later on, you can enable it. And also we can delete the current order. We can delete the current order completely. If you delete the order position will also delete. Click show details. Show details, you can open all the details. Then order position. If you click order position, you will get more options. Okay, if you click order position, you will get more options. For example, start step. Okay, start step means we can start the present step. Reset step means we can move that step to the initial phase. Then finish step. Step will finish completely. Then finish step with error. Step will complete with some errors. Reset position means we can reset everything to the initial phase. Show details. Show details. If you click this show details, you will get the details of order number, customer name, company, planned and start time, end time, etc. Here I have two orders, right? Order 1057 and 1061. In this order is having only one position. In this order is having only one position. Okay, right click. For example, in this order, in this position, I can right click and delete this. For example, this is showing an order 1061. It is showing the order number and also its positions. So MES will show carrier number, box number, pallet number. Then coming to the work plan. So the order position details having the part number, work plan number, then its description, then current step, what is the status, planned start, planned end, actual start and end. Carrier information. In the MES4, it will show the carrier number, box number, and pallet number. If you select auto refresh, it will update in real time. Then coming to the work plan of an order position. Every order position, for example, if I'm going to make an order, okay, every order is having order position, okay, and every order position there is a work plan. So in the work plan, you can see the step number. Okay, this I have already mentioned in the last session, starting 10, 20, 30 like that. Step number, then operation number, operation name, then resource ID, what will be the next, after 10, what will be the next step, 20, right? Then error step, planned start, planned end, actual start, actual end. Okay, so after completing this step, it will go to step number 20. Then after completing step number 20, it will go to 30. After 30, it will go to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, like that. So planned orders window. So go to order management. There is an option called planned order. See, what is the planned order? So planned order means till we didn't started this order. That means we have already planned. We are going to start, right? Okay, so we planned some orders. Again, here also we have the order number, right? Then customer details, planned start, end, responsible, resource. Again, if you right click the planned order, okay, and right click the planned order and we can enable it. If you click this enable, it will go to the current order. It will go to current order, or you can delete this order. If you click show details, it will display all the details. Next is planning order. Okay, so go to the order management. So go to the order management, planned order. So planned order, planning. So using this window, we can schedule the production orders. Here, this order number, order position, planned start, planned end, right? Part number, description, customer number, company, everything will be displayed. So for example, select one order. Okay, so this is one order having one position, right? So select this order. Okay, and the planned start. Okay, change this time. So MES4 will automatically calculate the planned end. So for example, old start was 10 a.m., new start was 11:30. So MES4 will automatically calculates the new end time. Then here it is new customer order window. Here we can create a new customer order. So the main parts will be, for example, new customer order. So here, the parts will be order list, right? Okay, it will shows the existing orders. Add position, we can add a new position. So for example, if this is the order number, this to complete this order, we need to complete how many positions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So delete position, plan order, start order. Okay, so if you want to, you can select the existing customer or we can select a new customer. So for example, new customer order. Then in the product list, where we can select the product we are going to manufacture. So this position number 1, position 2, 3, 4, 5 means we have output, right? So if you combine all these outputs, we will get this product. That is the meaning. That is position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you complete this, you will get an output here. If you combine all these output, you will get this order. That is the meaning. Okay, so click this new position where we can add a new position. Okay, so we can create a new position, right? adding information to the workspace. You select your product, you are going to select the parameters also. Okay, then coming to the new production order. Okay, so we finished new customer order. Next is new production order window. Again, go to order management. Okay, again go to order management and new production order. Here we can select production part. Right. So for example, this one, production order. Okay, here position 1, right? How many quantities required? Okay, here we can select in the production order how many quantities required. Okay, so how many quantities required? Number 4 means how many quantities required. Okay, this will be again from the work plan. Okay, so for example 10. That means MES4 will give an order to create 10 parts. Then we can click this add position. Okay, so in an order we can add multiple products. Right, for example, order 100. Okay, for example, we have order 1100. We can add position 1, position 2, position 3, like that. Okay. So next is our quality management window. So coming to the quality management window. So if you open the quality management window, we have efficiency report and OE report. So efficiency report means it shows the performance of every resource. For example, magazine, Robotino, weighing station, turning station, assembly, vision, etc. So every station, how much time this station was operated, and how many parts manufactured. What about the scrap? Everything will be shown in this efficiency report. Then we have another one is called the OE report. That OE means overall efficiency report. So overall efficiency will be availability into performance into quality. Efficiency of the whole plant. Okay. And let's see this efficiency. And finally, we can generate the efficiency report. Okay. So by clicking this, you will get the efficiency of each and every report. Okay, you will get the statistics of each and every machine. So for example, in this case, we have say resource information will be resource ID, resource name, yield, scrap. Right here you can see yield, scrap, automatic mode, manual mode, busy time, reset time, error time, etc. So yield means good parts. Scrap, for example, we produced 100 parts, so 98 was good, so yield will be 98. Scrap means rejected parts, right? So we have produced 100 parts, and the rejected parts number 2, so scrap will be number 2. So automatic mode means how much time the machine operated in automatic mode. Then we have a manual mode, how much time the machine was operated in manual mode. So busy represents how much time the machine was working in production, right? Reset means machine was in reset mode, right? Then error. Okay, so because of the error, okay, the time where stopped the machine because of the error. Then we have a graph for this one. This is what is called a graph, right? Okay, so we have a graph showing yield, scrap, right? Green represents yield and the scrap represents red. Okay, red means rejected part and green means good part. So for example, in a magazine, we have 20 good parts, rejection 0, vision will be 18, reject will be 2. Then we have a duration pie chart. This is showing the duration pie chart. Okay, using the pie chart, we can see how much time the machine was operated in different modes: startup mode, markup mode, idle, error, etc. So this green represents the working mode. Then this blue means idle mode, red means error, and this yellow means startup. That means initialization. So coming to the quality management. So quality management means, uh, for example, if you are going to make a particular product, so what will be the quality of that particular product? And also the efficiency of the resource, right? So in this software, we have two reports, right? One is efficiency report. This is showing the efficiency report. So this is showing the efficiency of multiple different stations. So here in this graph, we can see the picture, then ID, right? Name of the station, yield, right? Then scrap. Automatic mode, manual mode, busy, reset, error 0, error 1, error 2, etc. Total error time, etc. So yield. So yield represents good product, right? So for example, magazine is having two parts, right? So drying, one part. So turning station, one part, right? Vision, two parts, right? So scrap. So scrap represents, for example, this station, how many scraps? One, right? So this station, one part was rejected. So this green represents yield and this red represents scrap. So green, if green is more, that means good production. If if red is more, that means quality problem. And coming to the duration pie chart. So this pie chart is showing we have different stations, right? How this station utilized time effectively. So for example, green, blue, red, yellow, right? So green means work, blue means idle, red means error, and yellow means startup. So if blue means more, that means machine majority of the time machine is doing nothing. So if green is more, that means more production. If red is more, that means error. The machine is facing error. Yellow means the time used to start the machine. And coming to the OEE report. So OEE means overall equipment effectiveness. Overall equipment effectiveness. Okay, how effectively the machine was operated. That is what is called overall equipment effectiveness. Okay, so this OEE formula is equal to availability into performance, efficiency into quality. So availability into efficiency into quality. So what do you mean by availability? So availability means, for example, machine is available, right? In a particular time, machine is available. Okay. So how much time the machine uh, worked? That is what is called availability. Efficiency means it will be checking whether the machine was worked quickly or not. Then what about the quality? So out of the manufactured parts, how many parts were good or not or bad? Okay, so for example, availability is 90 percentage, efficiency 95 percentage, quality 98 percentage. So overall equipment effectiveness will be 0.90 into 0.95 into 0.98. That will be 84 percentage. So if OEE is more, then factory is working properly. Then we have next one. So quality management we finished. Then the next one is the master data. So master data means this is the database of this is the MES database. Okay, here all the information stored. Here all the information such as parts, work plans, resources, operations, customers, utilities, etc. So for example, open this parts window. Let's see. Okay, here all the parts will be here. In the parts window, all the parts will be here. Okay, external production, production part, box, carrier, pallet, undefined, etc. Then part type will be two types. One is called a external production and the second one is called a production. So external production means we will buy the part from outside. Okay, that is called a external production. And production part means inside the factory we are manufacturing. That is called a production. So box represents the box means you know what is box. See, yeah. So box means a storage box, right? Then carrier. So carrier means the 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 object where we will transferring the workpiece from one location to another, right? Pallet means we will be placing parts on the pallet, right? Undefined part means we don't know what is this, right? Okay. Then we have default settings, basic information such as part number, description, type, base pallet, etc. Okay. Then coming to MRP. MRP means material requirement planning. Material requirement planning means when we need to start the production, right? So MRP type, that means production strategy. Okay, safety stock. How much? So for example, if the safety stock is if we set safety stock is equal to 4, if the safety stock is below 4, MES will create new production order. Then minimum lot size. Minimum lot size means during during the manufacturing, okay, at a time, how many parts we are going to manufacture. If minimum lot is equal to 3, okay, even though we need one part only, okay, so we will be manufacture 3. So this is what is called a minimum lot size. Okay, even though we need only one, but we will if we are going to start the manufacturing, we will manufacture three products, 3 parts, because minimum lot size is 3. Okay, machine will create 3 parts. Okay, so default settings, then MRP. Okay, then work plan, right? Yeah, then next is the work plan. So every part, okay, every part, uh, we need to create a plan to manufacture that particular part. That is called a work plan. Okay, so MRP we discussed, right? Okay, next is the work plan. So for example, magazine, turning, vision, inspection, storage, finished product. Okay, so MES will work based on this work plan. Then we have another option called other settings. Other settings means, for example, one part is included in which group. Okay, bottle group, tray group, plastic group, material group, etc. Okay, if you want to change a particular part, okay, so select that particular part, then say for example external. So select that particular part. And then after that, edit. Change the description, change the type, change the image, and after that, press the save button. Modifying. So next is we are going to modify a part. Suppose you have selected one part, okay, and press the edit button. You can see the part number, right? Its description and its type, whether it will be production part or external production. Then base palette. Then we can add the picture or image. So this type, okay, this type we can change this to external production part, box, carrier, palette, undefined. Once you finished everything, click this save button. Then we have a MRP, right? So editing material requirements planning. If you click this MRP tab, okay, you can change this to, say for example, MRP type, no planning. Okay, or you can change this to demand planning. Demand planning means based on the requirement. So based on the need, that is also demand planning. Then what will be the safety stock level? Okay, how much minimum number we have to keep every time. That is what is called a safety stock level. Minimum lot size. Minimum lot size means for one manufacturing, how many parts we are going to manufacture. Okay, so for example, even though we need only one product, we will manufacture three because the minimum lot size is three. Once you finished, you can save this. Okay, then after that, we can go and click the work plan. Okay, so here when you click this work plan, we can see the plan associated with that particular part. Okay, so work plan means in order to make a one product, okay, what are the manufacturing operations required to make this particular part? That is what is called a work plan. That is what is called a work plan. We have other settings, group, editing groups. Other settings. So here we can include this part is in which group. Okay. Then if you want to delete a part, select the part and press the delete button. Okay, then it will be deleted. You will get a confirmation message. Then we have a editing groups window. Okay. So go to master data parts groups. Here we can create new groups. And also we can edit group also. And also delete. So if you create a group, okay, every part is having a part number and description and picture. Then coming to the work plans window. Okay, so go to master data work plan. Here we can create new work plans. We can edit the previous work plan, delete, and also we can open the work plan and see the work plan. Okay, step number starting from 10, after that 20, then 30, 40, okay, 999, then 0. Right. So this is a work plan. Okay, what are the relevant informations related to a work plan? Okay, so here we have work plan number. Okay, so there is a work plan number and its name, right? And its type and also its description. So every work plan is having multiple steps. Okay, and this is multiple steps, and every step is having a step number, number, operation description, resource number. Okay, which resource is using, right? Then what will be the next step? Okay, error step, everything will be included. So this is a complete work plan, right? To make one particular product. So one work plan consisting of multiple steps. Okay, this is step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So if you right click, so if you right click, we can insert, edit, or delete step. So next will be how we can add or delete a work plan. Okay, if you want to add a work plan. Okay, so there is an option called add work plan. Okay, if you click this, you can add, and if you click this delete work plan, you can delete the existing work plan. So every work plan is having work plan number, name, type, and description. Then So next is step information. So every step, every step is having step number, operation number, description, resource number, next step, error step. If you right click on the step, you can insert a new step, edit step, or delete step. For example, if you are planning to edit a work plan step, okay, so these are the parameters you should give: step number, first step, next step, error step, operation, resource, description, transport time, working time, electric energy consumption, compressed air consumption. For every step we can give parameters. For example, source target, what will be the source target, part number. Every parameter is having runtime value, constant value, changeable value. So using SQL button, we can add SQL commands also. Then we have a resource window, right? Okay, so far we have discussed the parts, then after that work plans, then next is the resource. Okay, so go to master data and resource. Here we can create resource, right? Edit resource, delete resource, right? So when you select the resource, you should give the relevant informations. Okay, so for example, the resource number, then what is the name, IP address, then its description, PLC type, which PLC type is using, then parallel processing, default browser, web page link, buffer information. Every resource is having buffer. Okay, so we should include the buffer information, buffer number, description, position, type, possible parts, belt number, buffer type such as stack, storage, FIFO to AGV, from AGV to and from AGV. Then every resource, okay, the operation will be displayed. Okay, so for example, what will be the operation number, okay, and its description and processing time. Here we can add or delete different operations. Editing resource operations. So we can edit operation, add operation, delete operation, right? Then we have topology, right? So then we have topology. So topology will, what is the meaning of topology? It will shows the connection between stations. So topology type will be no topology. Then straight line, two straight lines, shunt module, multiple junctions, etc. Then, for example, in this case, we have this is an example of topology. One is a straight module, right? And shunt module means one junction, shunt module two junction, etc. Then page number 56, editing buffers. So when you edit the buffer, uh, you can change the description, buffer type, belt number, number of positions. Every position is having a position number, zone, restriction. So using the restriction, which part in which buffer we can store. Okay, we can control it. And how we can add a new resource? By clicking this add resource. Okay, and then after that, select the resource type. for example, PLC station or about conveyor, buffer, etc. Later on, we can add the details such as IP address, PLC type descriptions, and then we can save it. Then next is operations window. Here we can see the operations, here we can see all the operations, right? Also, we can create a new operation. Existing operation you can change or you can delete it. What do you mean by operation? Operation means what is the duty of, for example, what is the duty of one particular station? Pressing, drilling, pick and place, assembly, testing, right? Then how we can select an operation? So in the left side, we can see the operations, right? Okay, the operation is having two main categories. One is operations for resource operation. Resource operation means we can assign the operation for the machines. For example, press, drill, assemble, etc. Then we have another operation is called internal operations. That means MES server will do some jobs. That is what is called internal operations. Okay, for example, database update, order processing, internal control, etc. So if you select an operation, it will be shown on the right side. Okay, for example, if I'm selecting this pressing operation, it will be shown on the right side. Okay, so you can see a small description, operation number, what will be the number, then description, etc. For example, operation number 110. What is that? What is that pressing operation? Then we have operation parameters, right? So for example, in the case of pressing operation, okay, the parameter will be pressing time, right? So for this one, we can give as a parameter number, description, low limit, high limit, type, default volume. The parameter type will be changeable, constant, right? On dispatch, on runtime. Internal use, why parameter is using? For example, time, part number, and nothing, etc. Then we have parameter management. Okay, so using the edit parameter or add parameter, delete parameter, you can modify your parameters. For example, your pressing time is 30 seconds. You can change this to 45 seconds. Then next will be the customer window. Here we can add new customers. Okay, so we can create customer details, edit, delete, etc. So for example, here we can add the customer number, right? Then first name, last name, address, phone number, email, company, etc. We can add using add customer or delete customer, we can modify it. Okay. So we can connect this customer to an MES production order. The next one will be the utilities window. So utilities window, utilities means the related things we will be using in the factory, utilities. Okay, for example, box, right? Box, carrier, pallet, etc. Okay, so for example, in this case, PCB box, cover box, turn part box, then carrier, pallet, etc. Then we have a user menu. Okay, so data menu. Okay, so here we can change user or we can exit. Okay, we have two options. In MES4, we have uh, four types of users. Guest means they can see the data. They cannot edit it. Operator means they can create orders, run the production, but the master data they cannot change. Special operator, whatever orders created by the operator, this special operator can see, check, and also edit the master data. Administrator means full access, all settings. They can change all the settings. Then 60, so every user is having a password. After login, we can change the user by entering the correct password. Based on that, MES will operate. So go to tools window. So go to tools window, DB viewer, config, SQL, communication simulator, OPZ UI client, connections, options, reload. So these are system settings. DB viewer means we can see MES database directly. Okay, if you change anything, MES will not work properly. In config SQL, how this MES will communicate with PLC using SQL query. We define everything here. Communication simulator. This is for MES PLC communication. Connections through Ethernet. Okay, it will shows the connections of all the stations. Okay, so we have options. Next will be the options. So here we can change some main settings such as delete order. Okay, then delete finished order. generic order, communication active user, create a log file, time to refresh, backend repair database, startup windows, next order number, minimum order number, maximum order number, etc. And go to communication tab. Okay, so this is for communication settings, message server. Here the port number is 2000 and default port 2000, start server 2001, port 2001. Then go to Windows menu. So using the Windows menu, we can control the MES layout. Default layout, that means for all windows. And close all. Okay, all windows will close. Save windows. It will save the present window layout. Load windows. Previously saved layout we can load. Then workspace. 1, 2, 3 different layouts. And orders menu. By using automatic generic, we can control the orders using the orders menu. Generic order, set generic order, etc. We can find the generic orders configuration in different buttons such as add, order, delete, order, edit, save, etc. So that's all. That's all about MES.